Alright guys, so the World Tournament is now live on Global, so I figured now is a good time to, one, sort of go over this post that Mobile Man made a few weeks ago, sort of detailing a good team that works on 30 times difficulty of the World Tournament, and then I can also talk at length about the greatest champion of the World Tournament, in Chaozu. Look at this god right here. This is the god of Dokkan Battle. In all seriousness, in the World Tournament and Super Battle Road, this Chaozu is unbelievable because the way he works, the first turn that he arrives in the fight, 100% chance to stun the entire enemy team. So using Chaozu and then the other unit like him, Jacko, who has the exact same passive, the first time in a fight he has a 100% chance to stun the enemy team. The two of them work in tandem to get you through many World Tournament rounds without having to use any items. You don't have to use King Yamas, Ghost Ushers, nothing like that. You don't have to use any defensive units. I think defensive units are pointless and worthless in the World Tournament. I will go on to explain why. In the last two tournaments, I've actually gotten top 100 on the JP tournament, which is more competitive than the global version, which we've seen several times with the way the scores have panned out, and with the orb bonus. So people are trying to get really high in the World Tournament to get these extra orbs. That's the other reason I've gone very hard. So I bring that up because I feel like I am qualified to sort of talk about what works effectively in the World Tournament and what is just a waste of time. Really, I think any unit you have that super attacks that is not an AoE, you're just wasting your time. So no Super Saiyan 4 Goku, no Ultra Instinct Goku, no, don't super with Evolution Blue Vegeta, don't super with Angel Golden Frieza. All of those super attacks are meaningless and pointless. And you don't even need an AoE of your own. Just a friend, LR Broly, is more than enough to get the job done. Because LR Broly does the guaranteed 2 super attacks. A majority of the time, that is enough to completely KO the enemy team. Now, as of late, ever since Blue Evolution Vegeta has been around, which is, several World Tournaments on JP, for Global, this is your first, the Evolution Blue Vegeta team has 2 units that commonly can tank both of LR Broly's super attacks, even at the Rainbow level, and even on the Movie Boss team, because I usually run the team with Turles as the leader, giving the 150% buff to Movie Boss units, which is Broly. Broly will double super, and Evolution Blue Vegeta is able to survive if Broly does not get a crit, and LR Majin Vegeta is also able to survive if LR Broly does not crit. I believe I have also encountered I think an Androids team and an LR Androids has survived once, but 90% of the time, it is going to be the Evolution Blue Vegeta team where LR Broly can sort of run into the annoyance. But this is also the very first tournament where, is it this one? Yeah, where this guy is around, LR Cell. LR Cell is going to be a very good and capable unit in the World Tournament. Unfortunately, though, a lot of people are running Broly, and a lot of people run AoE STR teams. Again, this is only going to get worse as time goes on, Global players, because eventually Global will get the STR Fat Majin Buu, who becomes an AoE unit, as well as the STR Piccolo, the Metal Cooler Movie Piccolo, who also is an AoE unit. So STR AoE teams are just going to become more prevalent as time goes on, thus making LR Cell not as effective. In the World Tournament, I will tell y'all this, LR Cell is enough to get the job done, unless you're going up against an STR opponent. An LR Broly or something like that, Cell will not be able to kill unless he crits. But for all other units, Cell will work fine. Cell is also really nice because it is easy, very, very easy for him to get a super attack. Minimal effort, because look at it. He gets 1 key for every enemy that you face. You fight 7, like the enemy team is 7 units strong? So you have an extra 7 key you're getting on top of your leader skill. That's 10. So LR Cell should be starting out with 10 key? Very, very good. So, usually, I think the best strategy to go through a world tournament would be to put Jacko and Chaozu on the team, and then, either put AoE units or units that are support type units. So, like, Rose Goku Black, Turles, any type of unit like that. Physical Kid Buu. Well, only Physical Kid Buu after his EZA when he gets the key buff. But any support units that give key is what you want to do. And then a friend LR Broly or a friend LR Cell. It is very, very easy to grind your rank up to 300. You literally can grind to rank 300 in one day. So anyone can get there. And at rank 300 plus, it is very easy to find LR Broly and LR Cell friends, especially after the friend system update. So there is no excuse. You can't say, well, I don't have LR Broly, so I can't do it. No. A friend LR Broly is more than enough. Sure, once you get to the finals and if you encounter an Evolution Blue Majin Vegeta team, you might have to go a couple turns with that fight, but Broly is still more than capable of getting it done. Now, again, the strategy for World Tournament, do not allow yourself to get hit even once. Never, ever, ever risk it. What you do is, if Jacko or Chaozu is on the rotation, 100% chance to stun, you have nothing to worry about. If they are not, use a Ghost Usher or double King Yama. Boom. It is as simple as that. Don't play around with defensive units. Don't bring Golden Frieza. Don't bring Janemba. Don't worry about any of that nonsense. Just go these stunning units and Ghost Ushers, King Yamas. That will allow you to speed blitz the tournament. I promise y'all that is the best strategy. Now, at the same time, the other thing we're also going to do with this video is we're going to talk about this team Mobile Man built that is pretty much a very strong sort of free-to-play team. Now, right away, you guys will see this Kid Buu and Broly, and you say, well, those aren't free-to-play units. True, but they are units that were able to be picked up with the Redstone. At a certain point, once Kid Buu was on the Redstone lineup, it's, these units very well may get easy A's. So, I think it's reasonable to think people could have the TUR Broly, which, of course, is this bad boy. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. This guy right here. This is TUR Broly. For a majority of the tournament, he will be able to get it done. Mobile Man actually did a nice little sort of breakdown table of this. We'll look at this in a second. But this Broly will be more than capable of getting, your AoE attacks, sweeping the field. Once you get to, like, the finals, really only LR Broly is going to cut it. I usually don't like playing around with this Broly, and I just prefer to go for LR Broly. But, I think a lot of players would probably have this guy, and he certainly can rack up the damage quickly. So, let's take a look at this team. So, you have Kid Buu as the leader. Of course, that's Kid Buu, I don't even know that you can really consider him a free-to-play unit, but he does have a pretty good rainbow leader skill. 3 key to all allies, HP and defense 50%, and then attack goes up to 80% based on the amount of HP left. So, basically, Kid Buu is a pretty good rainbow, leader unit for everyone. Plus, his passive is also good with the 2 key and 50% to attack and defense. I usually don't like using units whose leader skill is worthless. This is why I never liked running, excuse me, not leader skill, but whose passive was worthless. So I never liked running Revised Warriors in the World Tournament because Angel Gold and Frieza is just a dead unit on the team outside of his leader skill. His passive does nothing to help LR Broly or any other LRs get, super attacks off, or AoE units get super attacks off. Same reason I don't like running the Pure Saiyan Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta team, because Vegeta does nothing to really enhance the LRs for super attacking. I mean, Vegeta at least shares Prepare for Battle with Broly, but I like these support type passives. That's why when I personally do the World Tournament, I have Turles as my leader, because Turles gives the all allies key 3 and 40% attack, which is very, very good. And again, you're not ever really, you shouldn't ever allow yourself to get hit, so you don't have to worry about Turles transforming or anything like that. So Kid Buu is fantastic for the World Tournament. Of course, it's TUR Broly, who is one of the better AoE units in the game. It's probably LR Broly, LR Cell, then this TUR Broly in that order of, strongest, most powerful, hard-hitting AoE units in the game. Now, these two units right here, GT Frieza and GT Cell, we think that these are coming to global very, very soon. So, global players, you guys obviously aren't going to be able to use the Kid Buu. You're not going to be able to use this Frieza and Cell for this tournament. But by the time the next tournament comes around, this could be a very viable strategy. These units could be very useful. Again, the Frieza and Cell are very good support type units for the androids, enhanced transformation team, most malevolent clan team. Those three category teams, these units provide a nice buff, but they also work on all extreme class allies. So, for like a Kid Buu leader skill, they will work perfectly. And because a majority of the AoE units are villain, Raditz, Broly, Cell, SCR Majin Buu, who's another option. Those are all the main AoE units right now. These units are going to help them get their super attacks off. This is also a good point where I should mention, when I go through the World Tournament, I usually would bring like double King Yama and a Ghost Usher. So sometimes I'll use a Ghost Usher, sometimes I'll use a double King Yama. So, I will get hit, but with a double King Yama, even if you get super attacked, you should be, you're fine. You'll be able to withstand that, just as long as you're not going to get super attacked by an AoE opponent. You can't let an LR Broly super attack you even if you have a double King Yama active, because it's an AoE super, he'll hit your whole team. You have to make sure to use a Ghost Usher in that situation. And then usually in the last two slots, I bring key items. I'll bring a Fruit of the Tree of Might, or I will bring a shoe item, giving me lots of key and making sure I am able to, super attack consistently with the LR units that I'm bringing. The last two units, of course, Chaozu and Jacko. I've gone over them extensively. If you don't use them, you are just hurting yourself. There is no other way around it. I'm telling y'all, I think you can get slightly more points. The way it works is based on your team cost, you will face enemy teams with similar team costs. The more team costs your enemy team has, the more points you'll get. So if you run a full LR team, you will get slightly more points. But I have found that Chaozu and Jacko allow you to move much faster. So it negates that small increase you can get from running a full LR team or something like that. Again, I'm telling y'all, I came top 100 2 tournaments in a row. Chaozu and Jacko, if you don't want to use them, I don't know what to tell you. You're just not using your brain. They're incredible. They are designed for this. This and Super Battle Road, they are amazing. So, kind of went over what's good about Kid Buu. Went over Broly, very, very good. Went over Frieza, went over the Cell, went over Chaozu and Jacko. Just absolutely incredible. Some of the best, SRs in the game, really. Okay, so I want to get to this. Okay, here, let me make this, let me lower the zoom here. And then go up. Okay, so here's a table Mobile Man did. Below is a chart detailing each AoE's kill percentage during the various bouts of the World Tournament on 30 times difficulty. Again, Mobile Man shares a similar thought process with me on the tournament and not allowing yourself to be hit. He says that somewhere in here. I don't know if I want to go line by line to actually get it. Yeah, but at some point in this post, Mobile Man does also say, don't, the point is never allowing yourself to get hit ever. So, let's take a look at how effective each, AoE unit is in the rounds. So, here we have the TUR Broly. This, of course, is the one you can pick with the red stone. And how likely he is to sweep the whole enemy team. Once you get to the finals, only a 55% chance. Majin Buu, Mobile Man goes on to explain that he only was ever able to find Buu friends in the preliminaries. Because these are all, the Buu, the Cell, and the Broly right here, these are friend units Mobile Man would bring. LR Cell was able to sweep the enemy team outside of the finals. Because, really any SCR unit at that point will be able to survive a super attack from LR Cell. And then, of course, LR Broly up until the finals is able to sweep teams. Now, Mobile Man has it like this. I have definitely had times in the second and third bouts where my Rainbow LR Broly with Turles on rotation, with Turles' leader skill active, which is more substantial than Kid Boo's right here. And I have not finished an enemy team in the second or third round, an Evolution Blue Vegeta team. If you run into that with LR Broly, you do have to be very careful because, again, LR Majin Vegeta and Evolution Blue Vegeta, Broly is not able to sweep them away very quickly. That's why units like LR Cell, Raditz, or I guess even the second, Broly or, Fat Majin Buu, any of those could be helpful as kind of like secondary mop-up options as AoE units. Now, again, we went over all these units. We went over the Broly. We went over Cell. And again, this Fat Buu is not yet available on Global. He might be a little ways off, but when he eventually does come out, he is another good option for AoE. The more SCR orbs he gets, the higher the damage potential he'll have. And of course, he is an AoE unit, which is very, very helpful. So I feel like at this point, we've gone over most of the important data from, Mobile Man's post here. This is a very good post. I'm probably going to try and link this in the description or something because this is a really good read and he kind of goes over some stuff, points out that the team's performance at 30 times difficulty shocked me, but really that's just a byproduct of something I have been telling people for a long time now. Even though 30 times difficulty is very hard, LR Broly by himself can take care of pretty much anything. It's just how you build your team with essentially pretty easy to get units. Like, here's the thing. I would think a lot of players, I'm not saying most or all, but a lot of players would have one of AGL Rose, SCR Rose, or AGL Turles. One of those three units, unless you're a new player or you re-rolled recently, you probably have one of those three units available to you. I'm sure a lot of people have AGL Rose because he has been on several very good banners in Global's history, including, Ultra Instinct Goku's banner and stuff. So AGL Rose might be a good way to go. Units that, can give you key, units that allow you to use a wide variety of villain units. You can bring all of them for the AoEs. And then also, support LR Broly work very, very well in the World Tournament. So there we go, guys. There's just sort of a big whole World Tournament video strategy to use. Again, every World Tournament that happens in Global and JP, I'm just going to have to make a video saying you have to use these two units. They are just here to save the day. So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.